Welcome to class students. In this class we discuss initial and always statements used in Verilog. Initial statement. All statements inside an initial statement constitute an initial block. An initial block starts at time 0, executes exactly once during a simulation, and then does not execute again. If there are multiple initial blocks, each block starts to execute concurrently means parallelly, at time 0. Each block finishes execution independently of other blocks. Multiple behavioral statements must be grouped, typically using keywords begin and end. If there is only one behavioral statement, grouping is not necessary. This is similar to begin-end blocks in Pascal programming language or the opening brace and closing brace grouping in the C programming language. If it is only one statement, there is no need to write begin and end. If multiple statements are there inside initial block, we need to group them using begin and indicate, which indicates start and end of the initial block. If I consider an example to analyze the initial statement, in this example, consider you are written a module stimulus we are considered for analysis, register X, Y, A, B, M. Okay. So X, Y, A, B, M we are defined as register in this stimulus block, and you are written 4 initial blocks. If you observe, there is an initial block where without any timing delay you are assigning value M equal to 0. Then one more initial statement at time 5 you are initializing A with 1. At time 25 after this execution, 5 plus 25 means at time 30 this time B will be updated with 0. Some more assignments, initial X assigned with 0, Y assigned with 1, so timing delays are mentioned, and one more initial statement where you are writing hash 50. After 50 time units this simulation has to be stopped or finished. Now if you consider this particular example and if you try to understand how the initial statements are executed. So here there are multiple initial statements. You can observe, as we have discussed earlier, in initial statement if it is only one statement there is no need to write begin and end. If you write begin and end also it's okay, it is optional. If you don't write also it is valid. When more than one assignment statements, in that case begin and end are compulsory. You can observe initial 2 and 3 statement. In the last statement, in initial there is only one statement, so we are not writing any begin and end. So this I is a typing mistake, it should be lowercase initial. All keywords in Verilog should be in lowercase. So here I by mistake, it is I have typed as capital I, so it should be lowercase. How the execution of this stimulus block occurs? Okay, outputs we are summarized here. Outputs we have summarized here. You can observe. Out of 4 statements, all the 4 initial statements are considered for execution at the same time. M is assigned with 0. At time 5, A is assigned with 1. At time 10, X is assigned with 0. At time 50, simulation is going to stop. So how the updation will occur? Since all the 4 statements are considered for execution simultaneously from time 0. So at time 0, M is updated. So this is the time and the statement executed. So at time 0, statement executed will be M equal to 0. Okay, this statement is executed. At time 5, from this initial block, okay, it has started from 0 only. After 5 time minutes delay, A will be updated as 1. So A will be updated as 1. Here also one more, since all these initial blocks are considered parallelly, at time 10 x will get value 0. At time 10 x will get value 0. Since time 50 is not yet elapsed, okay, you can observe second statement. So second statement, okay, in this initial block takes 5 plus 25, that is 30. Here second statement, it will take time 10 plus 25, that is at 35. So at 30 it will update value of b to 0. At 35 it will update value of y to 1. As we know that the statements that we are written in initial statement, they are executed only once. Okay, so all these statements are executed at time 50. This $finish simulation will stop. At time 50 $finish will execute and the simulation will stop. So in this example we have understood, when we write multiple initial blocks, all the initial statements are executed parallelly, and based if the delays are mentioned, so accordingly the timing that we have mentioned, okay, for assignment, based on that assignment will be updated in sequence. If delays are not mentioned, then all the statements are updated immediately, and at $50 whatever time mentioned, simulation will stop. Since timing we have mentioned, at different time intervals the values of a, b, x, y, m are updated. So now we have understood initial statement. If I summarize, if there is only one statement within initial block, no need to write begin and end. If more than one statement, then compulsorily begin indicates start of the initial block, end indicates end of the initial block. So begin and end acts as a open and close brace in C programming language, similar to that. Next, the initial blocks are typically used for initialization, monitoring, waveforms and other processes that must be executed only once during the entire simulation run. Register clock, initial clock equal to 0. Okay, so you have defined clock as a register, and using this statement, initial statement, you are assigning clock with value 0. So by these first two statements, you have defined clock as a register, a variable in Verilog, and you have initialized with value clock equal to 0. These two can be combined together. Okay, we can write register clock equal to 0. So then there is no need to write initial statement to assign value to clock. So this is equivalent to these two statements, declaration as well as assignment, done only once during simulation. Combined port data declaration and variable initialization. Module adder, okay, ABCI, sum 8-bit, it's a 8-bit adder. A and B are of size 8-bit, sum is also of size 8-bit. C out we are initializing to 0. C in, okay, we have defined as input. Outputs we have defined as register also, by combining output as well as register. So inside initial or always statement, if you want to assign value to outputs need to be redefined as registers. So output also, register also, both declaration is done in same line for outputs in Verilog. One more, ANSI C style of declaration. While writing port list itself, output this declaration part can be taken. So this entire thing can be written in the first line itself. Declaration come initialization of all the port list we can write. Next we will see an always statement. All behavioral statements inside an always statement constitute an always block. The always statement starts at time 0 and executes the statements in the always block continuously in a looping fashion. This statement is used to model a block of activity that is repeated continuously in a digital circuit. An example is a clock generator module that toggles the clock signal every half cycle. Okay, so generally always statements can be used for clock generation. Initialization can be done with initial statement, but then toggling can be done with the help of always statement. We'll see that example. So clock generation module, if you observe in the given example, module clock generate output register clock. We have defined clock as an output as well as we have redefined it as register. So as we have discussed, clock need to be redefined as register so that it can be used as variable in always as well as initial block. We have defined output clock, no doubt we need to redefine it as register to use within always and initial block as a thumb rule, you remember it. So initial clock, so already no need to write here, already ANSI C style of code declaration we have used, output register clock, initial clock with 0. So by using initial statement, clock is assigned with value 0. By using always statement, you can observe #10 clock, not of clock. So every after time interval of 10 time units, clock is updated with new value. Initially clock is 0, not of 0 means after 10 time units it will get value 1. Then it repeats, not of 1 is 0, so it goes on repeating between values 0 and 1, toggling. This toggling will give you a clock waveform. So initially it was 0. You can observe here clock initial value is 0. When you perform not of clock, output will become 1 after 10 time units. Then this value not of 1 will become 0 another 10 time units additional. So if you consider at time 0 it starts simulation 0, 10, 20, 30, 40 like this. Every 10 time units interval value starts toggling between 0 and 1. So this we can visualize it as, this particular module can able to generate a square wave structure 0, 1 of duration 10 time units. Okay, and this entire simulation clock generation should stop at time 1000 time units. So one period of one clock cycle is 20. If you divide 1000 by 20, you will get around 50 value. So 50 such cycles are generated in time 1000 time units. So this particular module can able to generate a clock of time period 20, such 50 clock cycles in 1000 time units. You can play with or you can change accordingly your requirement for how much duration you want to see the output result simulation. You can vary the value, so 2000, 10,000 like that. Here also you can vary the value if you want to increase or decrease the clock cycle period. Okay, you can do with changes here 5, 1 or 100, 50 like that. You can go on increasing or reducing this delay. Based on that, the period of output clock that is generated is decided. In this example, time period is 20 for clock that is generated. Always statement starts at time 0 and executes the statement clock equal to not of clock every 10 time units. Notice that the initialization of the clock has to be done inside separate initial statement. If we put the initialization of clock inside the always block, clock will be initialized every time the always is entered. We understood that the statements that we write within initial statements are executed only once, and the statements that we are written within always block, they are executed continuously in a repetitive manner based on the changes in the parameter list that we have mentioned. Also, the simulation must be halted inside an initial statement. So, inside initial statement, you need to stop that simulation for after some time. So, $finish need to be written in initial statement. If there is no $stop or $finish statement to halt the simulation, the clock generator will run infinitely, run forever. C programmers might draw an analogy between the always block and an infinite loop. Always block is similar to an infinite loop. But hardware designers tend to view it as a continuously repeated activity in a digital circuit starting from power on. The activity is stopped only by power off, that is $finish, or an interrupt, that is $stop. We'll continue the concepts further in the next class. Thank you, students.